Okay, so he's a 10, he's charming, he's attractive, and he says all the right things. That initial spark, that intoxicating chemistry, it feels like everything. It's powerful, it's exciting, and it's basically the plot of every romance novel you've ever read. But let's be real, that spark can be blinding. In the beginning, it's so easy to get enchanted by the electricity that we miss the bigger picture entirely. He seems perfect, but are you ignoring the signs of genuine long-term compatibility? Because while chemistry is the lightning strike, it's compatibility that's the steady current that can power your life together forever. Today, we're cutting through the thrill of chemistry to uncover the 5 non-negotiable green flags you need if you want a love that's actually built to last. So, we've all been there. You meet someone and the connection is just immediate. The conversations flow for hours, you're on the phone for hours, the attraction is off the charts, and you start thinking, this is it. This has to be the one. I'm walking down the aisle for this person. It's an easy trap to fall into, believing that this intense feeling is the only compass you need. But that feeling is like a compass being pulled by a powerful nearby, like a giant magnet. It feels true, but it's leading you away from what's real. Experience and a whole lot of psychological research tells us a different story. The wild, passionate feelings we get are often driven by things we aren't even aware of, and they can be totally separate from the traits that make a partnership actually work. Getting this wrong can trap you in a cycle of turbulent relationships that start with fireworks but end in confusion and heartbreak. So how do you know if what you have is more than just a fleeting flame? You have to look deeper. You have to find the signs that you don't just have the chemistry, but that you have true compatibility. These are the foundational pillars that will hold your relationship up long after the initial butterflies have flown away. Let's get into the 5 green flags that signal real, sustainable love. First up, and honestly, the most critical green flag is having your core values and life goals pointing in the same direction. This sounds obvious, but it's shocking how often it gets overlooked. Chemistry makes you feel good right now. Shared values make sure you're still both happy in 10 years or more. This is about the big stuff. It's like trying to build a house together. Your core values are the blueprint. If one person's blueprint is for a cozy cabin in the woods and the other's is for a glass penthouse in the city, the project is doomed from the start. It doesn't matter if you agree on the paint colors if the foundation is fundamentally misaligned. Do you both want kids? How do you view money? Is it for security or for experiences? What about career, family, or personal integrity? We ignore this because in the beginning, we only focus on the furniture, like shared hobbies, a similar taste in music. That stuff is fun, but a life isn't built on whether you both love hiking. It's built on your shared blueprint. Research consistently shows that couples with aligned values report way higher relationship satisfaction and longevity. So ask yourself, when we talk about the future, does it feel like we're working from the same blueprint? Or does one person's dream require tearing up the other's plans? Having these serious talks early on is a massive green flag. It shows you're both building something real and not just decorating a temporary space. So the second green flag is being able to communicate with a real sense of ease and psychological safety. This isn't about the quantity of talk, but the quality of talk. Think of your communication as a bridge between the two of you. Effortless communication is a wide, sturdy steel bridge where you can move anything across. Your biggest wins, your darkest fears, your silliest thoughts, without worrying it will collapse. Without worrying that it will collapse. If you're constantly walking on eggshells, It's like being on a flimsy rope bridge in a hurricane. You can't be your authentic self because you're terrified of making a wrong move. This feeling of emotional safety is one of the biggest indicators for compatibility. This also applies to arguments. A great relationship isn't one without conflict. That's a complete myth, by the way, if someone tells you that. The real green flag is how you handle disagreements. Can you repair the bridge after a storm? The goal isn't to win, it's to solve the problem. It's you and your partner versus the issue, not you versus your partner. When you can disagree respectfully and actually listen to each other, you're building a bond that can survive anything. Think about it. Does talking to them feel natural or like a performance on that rickety bridge? Can you be quiet together without it feeling weird? If the answer is yes, you found a communication style that can go the distance. Green flag number 3, a consistent, balanced effort from both of you. A healthy relationship is a two-way street. This isn't about keeping a score, but a general feeling that you're both in this together. Think of your relationship as a shared garden. A big romantic gesture like a surprise trip is like a massive downpour. It's exciting, but it's not what makes the garden grow. The real proof of commitment is the small, consistent efforts. The daily watering, pulling the weeds every day, providing nutrition and the compost. It's them remembering a tiny detail you mentioned weeks ago, just in passing. It's them taking care of a chore they know you absolutely hate, or planning a date just because. These are the actions that say, I am tending to this garden with you. When a relationship feels lopsided, with one person doing all the watering, all the weeding, and all the planting, it is just not sustainable. It is a fast track to resentment and burnout. You want a partner who shows up for you, not just when it's fun, but when it's mundane and requires real effort. Their actions should consistently back up their words. So ask yourself, does it feel like we're a team? Are we both tending to this garden? Do we both give support? If it feels like a true partnership, that's a powerful sign you're with someone who's in it with you for the long haul. So if any of this is hitting home for you, please take a second to hit that subscribe button. We talk about building healthier, more fulfilling relationships, and I'd love for you to join the community. And let me know in the comments which of these green flags have you experienced. I would love to hear your stories. So this next green flag is one of the most underrated but profound signs of true compatibility. You can enjoy each other's company in comfortable, peaceful silence. This is my favorite because I'm very much an introvert and I like to just play my little game or do my little hobby and be next to the person I love but say absolutely nothing. I have to talk a lot for my job and just people are always asking me for advice. So I'm talking quite a lot, but in reality, I don't really talk that very much. I'm very quiet. So when I can just kind of rest my vocal cords and rest my brain in that aspect of things, I am so happy. And I think my partner enjoys seeing me that way and enjoys seeing me happy because usually I'm the one who's talking and saving the day and helping everybody with advice. But when I can just be myself and just be a quiet little goblin who's making bracelets, I am the happiest. So definitely a huge green flag. In early dating, silence can feel awkward, like proof the connection is dying almost. But in a truly compatible partnership, silence means the exact opposite. It means you've reached a level of security where you don't have to perform for each other anymore. Think of it like a long road trip. A good co-pilot is someone you can chat with for hours, but a great co-pilot is someone you can drive with for 100 miles with just the radio on and it feels perfectly peaceful and connected. Your presence alone is enough. This kind of comfortable silence is the backdrop of a shared life. A long-term relationship isn't a non-stop highlight reel. It's thousands of quiet, ordinary moments. It's making breakfast, running errands, going to Costco, or just winding down after a long day of work. If you can find peace in these simple moments of quiet togetherness, you have found something so incredibly special. It shows a level of intimacy where just being there is a source of comfort for each other. So think about it. Can you sit with your partner in silence without feeling anxious? Do you feel a sense of peace just being in the same room? If so, you're experiencing a level of compatibility that people search their whole lives for. So the fifth and final non-negotiable green flag is a partner who actively champions your independence and your personal growth. A healthy relationship isn't about two people melting into one. So it's very, very easy to get this wrong. A partner who gets jealous or wants you 24/7 might seem passionate, but this is a huge red flag. A healthy relationship is not two vines twisting together so tightly that they choke each other out. It is like two strong trees growing side by side. Their roots are intertwined underground, offering stability and shared nutrients, but they grow tall and reach for their own sunlight. A truly confident partner won't be threatened by your individual life. They will celebrate it. They will push you to see your friends, pursue your hobbies, and chase your goals. This mutual support for autonomy creates a healthy, balanced dynamic. It prevents codependency and ensures you both keep bringing new energy into the relationship. When you have the freedom to grow, you become a better, more fulfilled version of yourself, which makes you a better partner. The right person doesn't want to be your whole world. They want to be your biggest fan as you conquer your own. So, does your partner encourage you to have a life outside of them? Do they get excited by your success? Do you feel like you can evolve without outgrowing them? The right person will not hold you back. They will be proud of the space you take up in the world, and they will push you forward. Okay, girl. So we have thought about all these things. Let's wrap it up. He might be a 10 on the surface, but a lasting love story is written in the language of compatibility, not just chemistry. Chemistry is the firework, dazzling, brilliant, but gone in a flash. Compatibility is the fireplace, a steady, warm glow that keeps you safe and comfortable through the longest and most stormy nights. It is built on shared core values that act as a common blueprint. It's found in effortless communication across a sturdy bridge. It is proven by mutual effort in a garden that you are both tending to daily. It's felt in the profound comfort of enjoying silent road trips together. And it's shown when your partner champions your personal growth, cheering as you reach for the sun. All in all, no relationship is perfect, but these 5 green flags are the foundation of a partnership that is built to last. Don't let that initial thrill blind you to what really matters. You deserve more than a 10. You deserve a partner who is genuinely compatible with you in all ways that count in all seasons. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who might need to hear this. And don't forget to subscribe for more content on building relationships you truly deserve. I'll see you in the next one.